Hello everybody and welcome back to Sins of a Solar Empire 2, one of the best 4X space real-time strategy games. Today I'm jumping into my favorite mode, my favorite scenario. It's this impossible challenge where defeat is almost certain. It's called Defend the Homeworld. The AI is literally set to impossible. There's 3 of them, 1 of me, and my task is literally just to survive as long as I can. And here it is, scenario players 1, little old me, objective, survive. Let's jump in. With my very quick thanks to Stardock for sponsoring this video. Actually, they've got a much broader publisher sale on right now at the time of publishing, so I'll chuck a link down below to Sins 2. If you'd like to check it out, you're welcome to do so. Anywho, let's crack in. I should start off with a pause and a quick touch base of where we're at. So we have some exotic resources. We're starting off with pretty good production across the board, loads of planets, as well as tier 3 research unlocked. Probably going to need a few extra military powers, a few extra weapons and ships here. So let's get those queued up. This starting fleet here isn't going to be anywhere near enough, obviously, to keep us defended. So probably going to need to start a build queue as quickly as I can as well. We are currently very short on credits and crystals, and we don't have any market access, naturally. So looks like I'm on my own. These worlds don't start all that well built up. Frankly, they just really don't. Though they do have a lot of extra capacity, right? So we can add these logistics or defense improvements to add more orbital slots. We're going to need to survey a whole load of them to check for their rare materials too. There are also a couple of unexplored, undiscovered ones. These are going to act as bridges for the enemy to get to me, so I need to be a little bit careful not to stretch out too far. Last time I played this scenario, I opted to just turtle up. And honestly, not a bad strategy. Okay, and we've already laid eyes on some hostiles, so I need to be very careful here about what ships I'm producing and where I'm defending. So, down here, this is our big bad boy world. I think I send these guys up to defend straight away. It looks like it's a relatively small enemy fleet here. Yeah, totally. Maybe I can even afford to get a little bit of defense built. Goodness gracious me. Also gained a little bit of a level up. Let's get the deployable missile battery. And maybe batterize this with a few missiles. Oh, double level up. Brilliant stuff. What a beautiful world it is. I mean, it's full of danger, but it is gorgeous to look at. Exceptionally good looking, actually. A couple of enemy transporter ships are trying to sneak away as I send in a huge fleet of heavy cruisers. You're going the wrong way! Ah! Okay, let's check in. Actually, no, you know what? Keep up the good work. Let's focus fire on this guy for now. Keep leveling up our capital. Ships, our main ships, and just focus all the strength we can on taking out this marauder. Backup fleet's gonna need to defend this planet, or, I mean, lack thereof. It's really just a giant rock. Here it comes! Brilliant stuff! Absolutely bombard the living daylights out of them. Very good. Alright, now we can focus in on their larger ships to begin with. This one, actually, looks to be straying into a path that cannot survive. Brilliant. Try and hold off these guys at this choke point too. Bam! Okay, there goes that one. Let's check in at the extra planet. Did they stick around? No, they did not. Okay. I see a little bit of trouble here though. And when I say a little bit of trouble, I mean a hell of a lot of trouble. That I haven't quite prepared for. Alright, do we have an extra fleet to send in? No, we don't, so let's keep ship production going here. A couple of extra frigates is actually all that I can afford. Good news is, if I check the enemy ships up here, I see relatively low supply. And actually, not a lot of strength left. It looks like the first, and it is just the first, but the first wave of attack has been successfully defended against. Well done. As I say that, there's a second wave coming in, slightly weak, so we should be able to chop that off at the pass. And just a couple of pesky ships that are still making their way through. I believe the defenses at the capital here, the capital, at our main world here, should be enough to keep that at bay. This asteroid is taking heavy fire again. The AI seems to just want to beeline this, destroy this. Thankfully, the level ups continue. The power continues. Yeah, you better get out of there, buddy. Let's add a few consumables down here. I'd love to add some proper offensive stuff too, but we're way short on cash. And I have very little breathing room to actually start to make money. Let's just add the consumables for now. Focusing back in on the front line here for just a moment, let's remove the user interface to really savor the power of these ships. It still looks, currently, like I've got defense under control here. And just as I say that, a massive enemy ship. Look at this. Oh, I do love this mode. Okay, it's just arrived, and it's not having a great day. Brilliant. Let's fire one of these radiation bombs at it, because I love the visual effect more than anything else. Brilliant stuff. A flak burst too. It's gonna try and get away. Okay, I'm feeling too confident right now. Crippled hull points, look at it go down. Come on, let's finish this bad boy. All fire, focus in on it. Boom! There it goes. Oh, that is a great success for the fleet. Very good. I mean, I'm absolutely not paying attention to anything else. And very shortly, in fact right now, we're going to start taking hits from both sides. This is where I believe the optimum strategy is to withdraw a little bit, right? I cannot defend all of that, but I can probably start to set up some defensive choke points a little further back. And actually, let's try and juggle a little bit here. Let's get the fleet over to the checkpoint here too. I think I've held off the attack from what we'll call the north, for lack of a better word for now. Let's focus in over here in the west. There's also a little bit of an enemy fleet still kind of hiding. Yeah, an orange fleet. So maybe on our way by, we'll just mop up these ships that are sort of hiding out here. See you, bud. Bye. Bye. Oh boy. Okay. Okay, good news and often some bad news. The good news is we've won a couple of fights. The bad news is that the attacks on both fronts have now accelerated, losing a couple of hinterland planets and asteroids out this way, and a massive attack has come in now with this Titan ship. Oh no! Oh, look at all of that. I don't think I'm going to be able to fight that attack right now. Let's move into the withdrawal phase, the turtle phase, and focus on planetary defenses here at the homeworld. That will, of course, include a little bit of extra offense as well. The Dreadnought is tempting, glorious ship, but I think I'm probably going to look to get a battle cruiser, 2 battle cruisers, as well as a series of smaller, sort of heavy and carrier cruisers online, and a few frigates too. It's emergency production time, everybody! This is particularly concerning. They've really cracked their way in. Oh my god, have they what? This may be over a little sooner than expected. Okay, it's time to emergency pull everybody back here. Anybody that hasn't been withdrawn needs to be withdrawn straight away. We're only 30 minutes into this run. Hoo-wee! Things are pretty intense over here. I'm not sure if you can feel the intensity in my voice, but things are certainly getting a little hot under the collar. This Titan ship in particular, dealing massive damage to my starbases and my defenses. My massive battle cruisers here, desperately trying to put in work. Got a couple of level ups, couple of upgrades. I need to try and send out all of the extra consumables, missiles, flanking craft, you name it. But man, my ships that used to look big are just dwarfed in comparison to this. Part of me just loves to stare and look at it, but you know what? I've got a fight to focus on, and it's not one that's going very well. Oh no! Unprecedented destruction as my starbase and my main line of defenses now have been have been totally wiped out. It'd be fair to say. This is not looking good. It's time. Ah! Oh, it was inevitable, but man, it is rough. Thankfully, it's also pretty enjoyable. If you've made it this far in the video, thank you so much for watching. My record in this mode, my legitimate record without fudging anything, is I think about 2 hours 15. 2 hours 20. If you like this sort of survival mode almost challenge in Sims 2, if you've played this scenario, let me know your record down in the comments below. Thank you again for being here. I'll see you next time.